Welcome to KM's Celestial Journey, where we dive into the mysteries of the cosmos and uncover stories that remind us just how small, yet how significant we truly are in this vast universe. Today, we unravel an extraordinary revelation. NASA has confirmed that a massive asteroid, nearly 180 feet across, is soaring through space at a breathtaking speed of 39.25 miles per hour. Known as 2025 QY4, this asteroid is on a course that will bring it uncomfortably close to Earth. And while experts reassure us that there is no danger of impact, the very thought of such a cosmic giant sweeping past our planet sparks awe, curiosity, and maybe even a touch of fear. Imagine it for a moment. A rock the size of a small building, traveling at unimaginable speed, silently slicing through the void destined to pass near the only home we know, Earth. What does this mean for us? Why are scientists so fascinated by it? And most importantly, what lessons can humanity draw from such encounters with the unknown? Stay with me, because this story is not just about space. It's about perspective, survival, and the fragile beauty of our existence. NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies has been closely monitoring this asteroid. Classified as part of the A10 group of asteroids, 2025 QY4 belongs to a dangerous family. These are the asteroids that often cross paths with Earth's orbit. And while QY4 is not expected to collide with us, it serves as yet another reminder of the cosmic neighborhood we live in, one where space rocks and debris constantly pass by, sometimes closer than we'd ever imagine. On August 29, 2025, at precisely 11:26 a.m. IST, QY4 will make its closest approach, sweeping past Earth at a distance of 2.81 million miles, or about 4.51 million kilometers. That might sound like a huge gap, but in astronomical terms, this is considered close, frighteningly close. To put this into perspective, the Moon is just 238,000 miles away from us. This asteroid will pass by at a distance only about 12 times farther than the Moon. When we think about the scale of the universe, that is practically brushing shoulders. NASA has a clear system for identifying which space objects should concern us. Any object larger than 85 meters that passes within 7.4 million kilometers of Earth is classified as potentially hazardous. QY4, at nearly 180 feet, easily crosses the size threshold, but its distance keeps it outside the danger category. Still, just the awareness that such rocks can and do pass this close should leave us with a sobering realization: our planet is far from isolated. And while there is no risk this time, the monitoring of asteroids like QY4 is not something scientists take lightly. Small changes in an asteroid's orbit can alter everything. A nudge from Earth's gravity, a pull from another planet's influence, or even something as subtle as solar radiation heating one side of the asteroid more than the other, slowly shifting its path over years. All of these factors, seemingly insignificant, can change a harmless flyby into a catastrophic collision. This is why constant tracking is critical, because the universe is not static. It is in motion, always shifting, always surprising us. This is where global collaboration becomes essential. Agencies such as NASA, ESA, JAXA, and ISRO are all contributing to the observation and study of near-Earth objects. In fact, ISRO's chief, Somnath, has already shared India's growing commitment to asteroid studies. Particular attention has been placed on Apophis, a much larger asteroid expected to pass incredibly close in 2029. Apophis has been on scientists' radar for years, at one point even feared as a potential planet killer. While we now know it will not impact Earth, the data collected during its flyby will be invaluable. And this is where the story deepens. Tracking QY4 is not just about this one rock, it's about building a foundation of knowledge. Every asteroid carries secrets: its composition, its movement, its interaction with light and gravity. These details might sound technical, but they hold the key to our future. If one day an asteroid is discovered on a collision course with Earth, what we learn now will determine whether we have the tools to defend ourselves. Think about it. A rock 180 feet across may not wipe out humanity, but it could devastate an entire city, leaving destruction on a scale greater than any bomb ever created. The asteroid that exploded over Chelyabinsk, Russia in 2013, for example, was only about 66 feet wide, and yet it injured more than 1,500 people when its shockwave shattered windows across the city. Now imagine something almost 3 times as large. This is why vigilance matters. This is why every flyby is treated as both a warning and an opportunity to learn. But beyond the science, there is something more profound here. QY4's passage reminds us that the universe is alive with movement. It is not a still painting of stars. It is a living dance of planets, moons, and asteroids. Every so often, we are privileged or perhaps humbled to witness just how dynamic this dance can be. And as we gaze upward, watching a rock pass millions of miles away, we're reminded of both our vulnerability and our resilience. It's fascinating, isn't it? That something so distant, something traveling at such speed, could capture the attention of millions here on Earth. Stargazers, scientists, everyday people, all looking skyward, united in a single thought. What if? What if it were closer? What if it changed course? What if one day the warning came too late? And yet there is also beauty in this uncertainty, because it pushes us forward. It forces us to innovate. It compels nations to work together. For in the face of the universe, our divisions seem meaningless. No border, no politics, no nationality can shield us from the truth that we all share the same sky. And perhaps that is one of the greatest lessons of encounters like QY4's Flyby, that we are not separate but one species on one fragile planet, striving to survive in an unpredictable cosmos. Now let's pause for a moment and consider the sheer scale of what we're talking about. QY4, at 180 feet, is large, but it is a pebble compared to some of the giants out there. The Asteroid series, for example, measures 590 miles across and is considered a dwarf planet. Others, like Vesta and Pallas, stretch hundreds of kilometers wide. These are behemoths, drifting silently through the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. If one of them were ever knocked off course, the consequences would be unimaginable. And yet here we are, calmly charting their paths, building spacecraft capable of intercepting them, and even experimenting with ways to push them off course. NASA's DART mission in 2022 proved that humanity could alter the trajectory of an asteroid, even if only slightly. It was a test, a practice run, but it worked. For the first time in history, we proved we are not entirely helpless. We have begun to take control of our destiny in the face of cosmic threats. QY4 is not a danger, but it is a reminder that the universe is full of motion, that rocks are always flying by, and that one day, whether tomorrow or 1,000 years from now, our species may face the ultimate test of survival. Will we be ready? Will we have the courage, the unity, and the knowledge to meet that challenge? And so, as the asteroid passes silently by, think of it not as a threat, but as a messenger. A messenger carrying a reminder of both the power of the cosmos and the resilience of the human spirit. Its journey is not about destruction, but about awareness, about preparation, about looking up at the stars and realizing that our fate, though fragile, is still within our hands. Because in the end, what is space if not a mirror? A reflection of both our vulnerability and our strength. A reminder that we are a tiny spark in an infinite darkness, but a spark capable of brilliance, of discovery, and perhaps even of survival. So as 2025 QY4 sweeps past Earth on August 29th, let us not only marvel at the science, but also reflect on the wonder. For in this dance of rocks and planets, we are both spectators and participants. The story of the cosmos is also the story of us. And that is what makes this moment so extraordinary. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the stars. This is KM Celestial Journey, reminding you to always look up, to stay curious, and to never forget the fragile beauty of our place in the universe. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the cosmos always has more secrets waiting to be uncovered.